and I'm going to let the person and everybody know. I don't know how much trouble I can get into it, but if somebody is smart enough to send me a tape or video or audio clips that have been doctored or not real, well, then I'm going to have a surprise, because I'm going to let you go down the rabbit hole. And like my old friend Art used to say, let him go down the hole and then, let him find out what happens.
And then fill the hole back up.
And fill it up. I still feel really bad. We got about 1 minute left. I still feel bad about telling you about Mel's hole, that you actually went out looking for where it was at. And when you told me that, I felt like, should I tell him or not? And, for people who are into Mel's hole, that was a friend of Art Bell, another amateur radio operator. Art had a great sense of humor, and he liked playing practical jokes sometimes on the audience, just to, not to do anything bad, but to make radio, as he always pointed out, it should be entertainment, and it should be taken as nothing more than entertainment. So, it wasn't just Mel's hole. You remember about the plane flying over Area 51. That was another one of his friends, hey, I wonder how many people, you helped the community. I'm sure you got gas while you were looking for Mel's hole. I'm sure you probably got something to eat. So you helped support the local community. So that was good.
That's right. And I had a heck of a time trying, that's for sure.
And it was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a blast. It really was. It was an expedition up the Monastash Ridge.
What would you have done if you would have actually found Mel's hole?
Well, I would have taken as many photographs and video as I possibly could. Then I would try to disappear for a couple weeks.
Well, you might have disappeared for a couple of weeks and found yourself drunk in Australia or something.
Exactly. Missing molars in my teeth.
Yeah. Well, but a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of holes you got to watch out of. Out by Black Diamond, I can't remember, there used to be a community around 1900. It was the old coal mine up there. The train used to go up there. There used to be a little town with, a couple thousand people. There's cemeteries still there. I'm trying to think the name of the area. But now it's a river down there and a little campground.
Yeah.
But there was a huge 500-foot hole in the ground, kind of like a Mel's hole thing. And it wasn't up to like the 80s. They actually put train rails across it, and then they put fencing over it, because if anybody got too close to it and fell, that was a 500-foot drop that they would never find the body or anything. I guess you could put cows down there too, because it was big enough around. You could probably even drop a Volkswagen down in it. But that went down 500 feet. But it wasn't that. There was people actually missing and had gone up there, in that area. They'd gone missing, and probably because there was a lot of mine shafts, that weren't documented very well. And, you go out. That's why I'm trying to tell people, be careful when you go out places. Don't go off the trail too far, because you don't know what you could step in or step way into.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to let you go. Hey, I enjoyed having you on. I want to, again, say thank you for Chris Houston. I want everybody to, tune into his show. I don't feel that it's any competition, because I don't feel being a talk show, there is no competition. Everybody has their own views, and you develop your own listeners.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to check out that www.bbc to see what that's like.
Oh, I already have. You need to do it. So anyway, all right, everybody, you have a great evening. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about, let's see what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I don't even know what we're going to be talking about. That's my fault. I know who the guest is, Brent Rains, but I didn't put down. Hopefully it's about UFOs. Hey, with that in mind, we got to get out of here. Michael, have a great evening.
You too, Gary. Thank you.
And good night. So everybody out there, tell your friends about Night Dreams Talk Radio. We're going to have a new call-in number as of Monday for calling in the show. We're going to start actually taking call-ins as of next week on the last half an hour of the show. And I want your feedback. And, you can even ask me or the guest questions. Again, you can find us at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. That's www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. Hey, if you want to be a guest on the show, now I'm going to have a new email because my wife finally convinced me. motorcycletalkbygary@gmail.com doesn't really match Night Dreams Talk Radio. She is so right. I've been so lazy, but we originally started this back out over about 14 months ago. I started out because I was a biker, and I started out at a biker radio show. And then after Art called me up, he goes, "What are you doing? Do paranormal. Why are you talking about motorcycles?" Well, I love motorcycles. Well, you know what? He was right. The best thing I ever did was get back into paranormal. So, you can get a hold of me if you'd like to be a guest. If you got a story to tell and you can at least talk for a good hour, contact me at motorcycletalkbygary@gmail.com. That's motorcycletalkbygary@gmail.com. Everybody, you have a good evening. Or try to.
UFO IP. Which is a professional group of highly educated UFO slash paranormal.
If you would like to hear Night Dreams Talk Radio on your local radio station, let them know. Tell them to check out www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. And thank you